I am here. Don't worry. I'm also just finishing dinner. Bear with me. I will join you all in a moment. I need to make sure that my water bottle is filled. My crops are, watered, I guess. And I know my skin's not clear, but that's my fault. Oh. I ate too much junk food. Okay. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof. And welcome back. Hello. Hello, everybody. How are we today? Oh my god, that is really loud. There we go. That's better. How are we today, everybody? I hope we're doing well. Hold on. I need to find my glasses. Otherwise, I'll never be able to see any of you. Oh, goodness. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Welcome back to the Ghost Industries lore streams. We will be joined by some other people as the evening wanes on. But for now, we are here. We are queer, and we are to enter into the world of Ghost Industries. So, what's happened since last time? We built a racetrack, among other things. We've made the main elevator fully functional, which is a little... It's kind of amazing, honestly. It's kind of amazing that we managed to get the main elevator fully functional, but it does work. I'm not certain about its, I'm not certain if this is the right way to do it. At the moment, it is set to the up direction. So if we step in here, we shall slowly start to drift upwards. And it's pretty cool. And if we press the button, it changes to red, which indicates down. And then we can travel downwards. I'm not entirely certain that this is the best way to do this particular elevator. Because this particular elevator is really tall. So getting from the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top takes a little while. But that's fine. We've also done a few changes. You can see that we have light blue concrete here where they used to be dark blue. Because I have made some small division adjustments. Light blue used to just be like therapy. It is now neuroscience and applied physics, aka the NAP division. It has a small branch section here in the medical division that we will, the medical department that we will be working on eventually. I have additionally procured some additional entrances to the medical department because I thought to myself, well, having one entrance is not really enough for a medical department. It needs multiple because, well, otherwise people are going to be racing through the same area constantly to get here. So we have technically 3 entrances. Technically 2, but also 3. We have the main lobby entrance. We have the residential district entrance. And we have this entrance, which I haven't quite decided. I guess it's I guess it's level -1, technically. But it is kind of a convoluted method to get to this one. World. So, I don't know. I feel like this passage should be wider now. I feel like that's something that needs to be done. Since the one on the other side is 5 wide, I feel like this one should be 5 wide as well. That's fine. We can do that. I've immediately gotten distracted. I apologize, everybody. I apologize. But that's me in a nutshell. Can't really expect anything else. Yeah. iMain is in Starbound for 4 hours before. I'm confused by that sentence, Dragon Reaper. Could you repeat? I'm made. You made it in Starbound. Oh, I see. Okay. Yes. No, I understand now. I've never played Starbound, I don't think. I would not know how to make that experience more interesting. What is Starbound about, actually? I don't remember. I do not recall. I've heard about it in passing, but my brain is struggling to recall anything about the game. Have I played? Oh, no, I have played Starbound. Never mind, I'm confusing it with a different game. Okay, it's basically Terraria, but in space. Isn't it? At least that, okay. I have never played Terraria, I know that much. But it does feel like it's just Terraria in space. And I will say, yeah, it does get a little tedious after a while, I think. But I think Starbound is still in development. Or at least it is still being updated. Which isn't quite the same as being in development, but you know. Oh. Okay. Hey, Rama Ahmed. Welcome from the YouTube side. We have people. We are multi-streaming both on Twitch and YouTube. So we have people from both chats. Although I will say StreamerBot doesn't work on the YouTube side yet, I don't think. I haven't set that up properly. Okay, so I need to remind myself as to what we're missing in the medical division. All of these are missing signage. I guess this would maybe be... No, we wouldn't want that. Main. Electrical maintenance. There we go. This will be electrical maintenance. We can have... We can have... Not really sure what it's called. Perhaps? Huh. Okay. Broke through this book. Yes. Did that. And then did this. That looks like some sort of electrical panel, right? Isn't there a way we can spin it? Sorry. Something like... Ah! That's fine. I'm good. So if we do that, hey, that's not too bad. Oh, yeah. Okay. I have no idea what to put in this room. This needs to be switched out. I'm trying to do my best to remove all the my brain, I guess, no, high resolution, there we go. I am trying to remove all the high resolution textures from the texture pack. And we are getting there. I'm making...
Hello there.
Where? Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow. Hello.
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 Welcome.
Welcome. I feel
Welcome.
I feel so greeted.
Welcome.
I feel so
hi, Olivia.
greeted. Hello.
I've been doing more work on medical.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I was not going to study today because I'd done all of my open books and stuff like that, and I was ready.
Yay.
But she informed me during my test today that the entire class has been cheating, other than me and my friends.
Oh.
And she knows they're cheating, so she's completely rechanging the last test so that everybody fails.
Ooh. Ouch.
So I have to study. She legitimately, looked me in the eyes and went, I won't do it if it actually, screws you over. And I was like, no, it's fine for me to take a hit to my grade. I'll do what I can.
Okay. How has the rest of the class been cheating?
Medical school's got a lot more drama in it than I thought a lot of these people would have. I thought they'd be smarter.
Yeah? It does seem very dramatic, I will say.
I don't understand the pettiness of people who are going to become, doctors.
Yeah, it seems a bit like
Childish, immature, unintelligent. Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Okay.
I get that it's meant to be a hard class, and that a lot of people struggle really hard with it, and I'm not one of those people. But you know, I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
There's a little drama update for the day. How about that?
Yeah, I know that I would not do well in medical school. So I didn't take medical school. I didn't decide. It's like I know where my limitations lie, and it is not in the ability to make informed decisions about other people's bodies. So I'm not gonna do that, you know?
Yeah, I don't care how much the job pays. Maybe don't put yourself in a situation where if you're gonna fail that badly, you have to cheat.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Like, at that point, you're not just putting yourself in, like, danger of, like, expulsion or something like that. You're also putting people who might rely on you in the future in danger, which...
My real question is, if you're going to cheat, why make it obvious?
Yeah.
Because the teacher noticed. The teacher noticed them doing it, which means they're not even smart enough to get away with cheating. And I'm not gonna lie to you.
If they're not smart enough to get away with cheating, then how are they...
It's not like I didn't.
Yeah. It's... Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hee
hee. Do you think it's telling that I've stocked every reception area with a bookshelf?
I need to know what you think it's telling of.
So whenever I
work...
It
is a trend, but if you asked me what it implied...
Oh, well, when I used to work in, like, reception areas, whenever I've worked in reception areas, I'm always reading a book. Because it gets so fucking boring sometimes.
Yeah.
Beep beep beep.
I'm, taking pictures of my textbook.
I do.
Because, you know, I'm pretty sure I know. I'm pretty sure I know all of the anatomy. Like, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
But what if I don't know where the spleen is?
I would be surprised if you didn't know where the spleen is.
What if I don't know where the spleen is the thing.
I believe...
Because she said it was going to be a diagram about all of the organs of the human body, so I don't really need to worry about... I don't need to really worry about anything, but kind of the... Because, you know, the way that skin works is that it holds everything in, and then underneath the skin there's bones, and then underneath the bones there's a bunch of organs, and then underneath the organs there's more organs. So what if I don't know where the spleen is?
I am not informed enough on human anatomy to really inform you of this, Aluka.
That's okay.
You
I'm gonna
are,
go take a
out
look
of
at
the two of us, you
penis
are
again.
far more informed about the human anatomy.
I'm simply going to take a look at the pictures of the penises so that I know where the penis is, at the very least.
I mean, I think most people... I think most people know where the...
But what if I don't know where the penis is?
Yeah, now you're having me go, okay, how would there be a situation where someone doesn't know where the penis is? And my brain is just like, okay, so they'd either have to be a really, really fucking dumb man, or a woman who's never had education regarding male genitalia. In which case...
There is a third. There is a
Even
third
then-
one.
Yeah?
Sometimes the penis disappears.
What? What?
Sometimes the penis disappears.
What the fuck does that mean, Aluka?
When you gain a lot of weight and you have low testosterone, and the penis can shrink and it can not go away entirely, but there are things that can happen where you can just lose the penis.
Okay. That's fucking
It's
scary.
easier to get a penis than to lose a penis. I hope this helps.
Uh-huh. Yeah, welcome to Odd Conversations with me and Aluka, Lydia.
Honestly, this is a pretty normal conversation for the two
Well,
of us.
yeah, it is. It is.
This is pretty normal for the two of us. It's just more
Yeah.
medically inclined now.
A little bit. Door. Banner. And signs. I need to redo the texture for the oak signs because it is way too high poly at the moment. Or not high poly, high resolution. Everything in Minecraft is just like 6 polygons, I think. Every block.
Sometimes it's only 6. No, it doesn't shrivel up like a raisin and drop off. It just become very small and not working. It just become very small and not working.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now very educated on all of the ways that a person would not be able to pee. And I think that's fun.
Okay.
I can just say things with my mouth. I hope this helps.
Yeah, you can.
I really can.
Yeah. You certainly can.
It turns out I actually do not know where the spleen is. I hope this helps.
Oh. Huh. Is it in an unexpected...
Unexpected spleen?
My brain just went, unexpected spleen in bagging area.
Unexpected spleen and bagging area. Yeah, that's
Unexpected
exactly.
spleen in bagging area.
That's exactly what it is, actually. It's an unexpected spleen in the bagging area. That's
My
going to
brain-
help me remember that it's next to the stomach. I hope this helps.
Oh. My brain was just like, so where would the spleen be? It would be in an unexpected, it would be an unexpected place. It would be an unexpected item in an unexpected place. Unexpected spleen in bagging area. Oh,
Lydia's
God.
just fucking screaming at me. It's next to the stomach. I'm aware of it now. I thought it was on the other side. I don't know the other side, okay?
It's fine, Lydia. Aluka needs to, I guess, oh, God, I'm hitting my head on things.
Don't hit your head. You have so few brain cells left already.
Wow, thanks, I guess.
welcome.
How very rude.
How very dare? How
very
dare I? How very?
How
very
very dare you?
I dare.
You dare?
I dare.
Dare. Oh. Goodness.
Oh. I see.
What do your robot eyes see, Luca?
Urinary system?
Oh, I see. I guess that should be more like, oh, I pee.
Someone clip that. Someone just do me a favor and clip that so I can have that forever, so I can remind Lucian of how bad of a joke they just made.
I mean, it was actively awful, but still. Hi, Madeline. Thank you, everybody,
3 weeks.
for checking.
3 weeks from now, I'm going to remind you about that, and you're going to feel bad.
I probably will. I will find it funny until then. Ooh, mint. I will have a mint. I will drink water first.
Havu Sepe.
I've been working on the on the new VTube model that I'm putting together for the stream recently. It is slowly coming together, but I have encountered a dilemma.
A dilemma?
A dilemma. I have encountered the dilemma of the mask. Because my brain is going like, oh, yes, the mask is important, we need to have it, it needs to be there. And I'm like, yes, that is correct, we do need to have the mask. However, for the VTube model, I can go way above and beyond what I can do with the Minecraft visual.
You still have to show me the model, by the way.
Yes, I do. I'd need to boot up Blockbench to...
You can do it in a bit.
Yeah. So essentially, it's like... The mask itself is not necessarily difficult. It just depends on how detailed I want to go with it. And the first time I tried to make it, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make these tiny little blocks, and then I'm gonna give the mask a full, like, set of curves, like I have in real life. And I tried to do that on the Minecraft model's face, and I looked at it, and I went, that is not correct. It's way too detailed where everything else is, like, blocky and angular. So I'm still trying to figure out how I want that to look. And it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I do want it to look cool, but I don't want it to look ridiculous. And I want it to look detailed, but I don't want it to look over-detailed.
Why not premiere it without the mask and see if you can do some troubleshooting and testing?
Yeah, no, that is my thought, but I want to have, Brain, come on, catch up. Brain, catch up. Brain, catch up.
You
sorry.
Stupid little ADHD motherfucker. you absolute stupid little motherfucker.
I can't help it, okay? I can't help it. Yeah, sorry. So, essentially, I want... What I actually want to do at the moment is I want to try and design just a visual of the mask that pleases me. Because finding that at the moment is the difficult bit. Everything else probably shouldn't take more than like an afternoon to put together and get in situ. But I would like a visual of the mask that I could remove regardless of whether I wanted to have it on or not. But I want to have one that makes me feel good about it. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah. That is my dilemma regarding the masquerade, as it were.
A lot of words for I'm not happy with it yet. I hope this helps.
Yeah. It is a... I'm a writer. I can't help it. I can't help myself. I'm like, I must over-explain everything. That might be the autism, though.
Yeah, that's probably the ADHD and the autism.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm such a good writer. Too much ADD. ADD. Yes. That. Ah. Ugh. I am trying.
You're doing your best.
Yeah.
You're writing a list of organs. I'm not going to be that much help.
No, that's fair. I do not expect you to be that much help, in fairness. You are doing your own
Wow,
thing.
thanks! Wow! Jesus!
That is not... not quite what I meant, but...
You rude little motherfucker today, aren't you?
Apparently, yes. Oh. Goodness me.
Google search list of organs and prices.
Prices of organs?
Yeah.
You on the black market? Question
No.
mark?
No, I would never do that live on a Twitch stream. That's against TOS.
Somehow, I don't believe you. I am working under the sea today. Technically.
You're working under the water?
Well, kind of. Under the water insofar as I'm working in and around the bay, and occasionally water is flooding the area that I'm working in.
Put on a swimsuit. It's a beach episode.
Yeah. Annoyingly, I just broke through part of the beach that I quite like. Well. Sacrifices must be made. And if that sacrifice is part of my terraforming, then so be it.
I'm going to frantically text a classmate and just be like, do you know any organs?
Do you know any organs? I'm sure I mean, for a moment I was like, how many organs can my brain name right now? And my brain was immediately like, You can name none. No organs. Not allowed.
Organ, Lucian. Help me study. Name me an organ.
Large intestine.
Okay. That counts, I guess.
I'm not sure if it does. At the level that you're studying, I'm not entirely certain that it does count. Gotta
Technically,
be
there
honest.
are different parts of the large intestine that I need
Yeah,
to know.
that's what I mean. I'm not certain that that does count at your level of study. This does not feel right. And I drop this down by technically, yes. Should do. Okay, more adjustments.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. But yes, hello everybody. I hope we're doing well today. I'm doing okay. I went to the shops earlier, and I was like, okay, well I'm gonna pick up some stuff that is needed / required.
Okay. Sent you something special, Luca. Ooh. Thank you, lol. Going to have that forever now.
I see the clip.
Lucian, name an organ.
Okay.
It's just fun for me at this point.
Lung. Left lung.
Left lung? Did you know that lungs are technically not one solid thing?
Well, they're like hollow, aren't they, technically?
They are hollow. However, you actually have 2 lobes to your left lung and 3 lobes to your right lung.
Oh yeah, because one of them has the heart kind of tucked under it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's called the metastadium.
I do remember something of my my high school. I guess not even high school.
I literally asked you for an organ, and it took you like a minute to come up with lungs. Are you sure you remember?
No, I was just trying to pick one, to be honest. I was trying to pick one, and I was trying to sound smart about it, and I kind of made myself sound dumber than I look. So, you know.
I think I also said that the wrong way around. Let me see. No, that's the lower left lung. That's the right lung. Yeah, right lung has 3.
Interesting.
The human body works perfectly, actually.
Alright. Appendix.
That is directly underneath the fucking small intestine, and
What does it do? Other than give you appendicitis?
It's an immune response. It actually contains a lot of like immunal cells that exist in your body's small and large intestine to make sure that the food you're digesting or whatever's in your body doesn't like thrive, especially if it's a parasite.
Okay.
They do have a use. We have been told a lie that they are not useful. If you remove them,
Lots of bad stuff
especially
happens.
women, they get very sick. You get sick like way more often.
Okay.
We also don't remove tonsils anymore.
Damn, there goes my plan to get rid of my gag reflex.
You'll still have it. The tonsils don't help you with that. Just hold your thumb. What are you talking about?
What?
Hold your thumb!
I'm confused by that statement, actually.
Oh my god. Okay. How much of this would you like me to describe live on stream?
You could. It's your knowledge, Aluka.
Okay. Put your hand out flat and spread your fingers.
Okay.
Take your thumb and tuck it in to your hand, pointed up at your right finger, the middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
Fold all 4 fingers down into a fist, enclosing your thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain now computes that you either have a lower or a lesser gag reflex.
Why?
It works for me.
Okay, no, but
I have
like,
an insanely bad gag reflex too.
but why? How does that?
That is an old trick. That is an old trick that I learned from an old drag queen.
Okay. That seems odd, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that? Fair enough.
Try it while you're brushing your teeth tonight.
Brushing my teeth doesn't cause me to have a gag reflex.
Yeah, but it's the only time that you're going to be able to stick something long and hard in your throat for a while. What do you want from me?
That's what you think, I guess.
What do you want from me?
Hey, Madeline. We don't get rid of. But why? Yeah, why don't we get rid of tonsils anymore?
We don't get rid of tonsils anymore because they're lymphoid tissue that guard against ingested and inhaled pathogens. So getting rid of them will make you very susceptible to airborne pathogens.
There you go.
Yeah. Tonsillitis, the actual inflammation of the tonsils that I'm talking about, is usually a viral or bacterial infection. And it used to be super common that they would just remove it, but we literally can just treat it with antibiotics. So there's absolutely no reason that we shouldn't.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's like getting a lymph node removed. You have way more of a chance of metastatic cancer. That explains why you get a cold often. Yeah, it's like it is legitimately a medical thing. You will get sick more often if you remove your appendix or your tonsils.
Everything has a purpose.
Everything has a purpose.
What about that, like... Okay, I don't remember the name of it in English.
Okay, what's the name of it in another language?
Portuguese, I think it's La Vena Cava.
Vena cava are the veins that and arteries that go to your heart.
Yeah, there's one of those specifically that, like, loops around in a really weird way and goes to your brain?
Technically, everything is connected to both of those. Your entire body is a circle.
Yeah, but there's like one of them that takes a really long and weird path.
Yeah, the superior vena cava is what receives all of the deoxygenated blood from your brain and your head, and the inferior vena cava receives it from the rest of your body's tissues.
I don't think I know what I'm talking about.
I don't think you do, because,
No.
I mean, I can pull up the veins of the head here in just a second. Let me just do a little flippy flip. Do a little flippy flip on my veins. Pictogram. That's the way that needles work. I hated that part. It wasn't fun. Are you talking about the carotid arteries?
Carotid?
Common carotid? Those are the ones that are next to our jugulars that just kind of explode sometimes.
Wait, what? Why?
I don't know. Just kind of do. They're, like, if you break your neck or something like that, they're the, like, first vessels to break and it just kills you. Because there's no blood in your brain. There's a lot of little loop-de-loops that the body kind of does in terms of veins and arteries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the superior vena cava is like the branch where like everything from everything comes in.
Yeah, no, I remember something about one specific, like, vein or artery or something that loops around so many moving parts. But
There's a lot of them that do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I cannot remember what it's called.
The aorta?
No.
Are you literally just talking about the aorta? It goes from our entire heart all the way down into the fucking pelvis.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of.
Veins that just kind of explode sometimes. Yeah, if you have really high blood pressure, you can see your jugular really well. Because the blood that is going to your brain is going to your brain so hard and fast that it's causing damage. Same thing with the kidneys. If the blood goes to your kidneys because it's too high blood pressure, it literally just fucking starts eating the kidney.
Lovely.
We do have two immune systems. Look, everything just kind of fucking works. I'm not gonna question it.
Yeah, I do not recall what I was trying to...
I think I've scared Maximal.
What?
I think I've scared Maximal.
I mean... I think anyone would be terrified to learn that we can just randomly explode.
Oh, we can just randomly die at literally any moment.
Yeah.
It's like that. This course has given me, a newfound lease on loving being alive because I'm scared now and terrified of germs and parasites.
Fair enough.
I can't really figure out what you mean because there's a bunch of them that do a bunch of loop-a-doodly-loops. I have like a bunch of charts and diagrams. That was how your grandpa died? Parasites? Or your veins exploding? Hello? Or high blood pressure? We've talked about a lot of things in the last few seconds.
Yeah. Thinking about getting a Leap Motion controller.
Thinking about getting a what?
Leap Motion.
Oh, the hand tracker?
Well, for arm tracking mainly.
Yeah, I hear those things overheat super fast.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. The veins exploding? Yeah, veins just explode sometimes. Especially if you have hypertension. They just don't They just go.
Oh! Oh, God. I'm sneezing again.
Bless you. Bless you.
God.
Did you know we have beans in our body?
Aren't those the kidneys? Isn't that what kidney beans are? Aren't
Yeah.
the kidneys named after kidney beans? Or is it the other way
Yeah.
around?
It's we named the kidneys and then the kidney beans came after.
Oh. I would have thought we would name kidney beans first. Because, like, we would have probably found kidney beans first. What
How
were
were
kidney beans
kidney
called before we
beans named?
found the kidneys?
Kidney beans are named for their kidney-like shape. The English first used kidney bean in 1551 to distinguish American common beans from Old World types.
Huh.
They look like kidneys, so they're kidney beans. I hope this helps.
I don't know, it just feels like we would have discovered kidney beans before we discovered kidneys.
We did discover kidney beans before we discovered, like, kind of the kidneys. The thing is, what happened is to differentiate them later on in life, when it was a little more easily understood, to differentiate them from Old World beans and New World beans, they were named kidney beans instead of just common bean. Also, technically, we've known what kidneys looked like since the time of the Roman gladiators. They technically weren't allowed to do great autopsies or anything like that, but, you know, if you stab somebody in that area and they start peeing blood, then you can kind of put the pieces together. And they did.
Yeah. Fair enough, I suppose.
They were a little more knowledgeable. Like, the very funny thing about a lot of, like, medical theories and shit like that from that era is that, like, let's just throw one out there. The humors of the body? Technically, if we're talking about the lymphatic system, we don't have different kinds of bile that can be balanced by doing different things in none so many words, but the interstitial fluid and the lymphatic fluid do act like how they said the humors of the body acted, and they do contain bile. We still have a system of humors in the body. We have humorous fluid.
I mean, I suppose even if we don't have a full grasp of what makes us tick, we can still form logical conclusions from the evidence that we have, right?
Yeah.
So realistically,
we knew more than we thought.
yeah. Or we speculated more than we knew, essentially.
Yeah.
But those speculations were relatively accurate.
For the most part. A lot of things obviously incorrect, but, like, you know, a lot of the things that a lot of the very early Greek physicians did were named poorly, but still kind of hold up in a way. Not all of them. Galen was okay. You know, like, I can't give all of the stuff, but I can say that, like, a few of them had, like, evolution kind of understood pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Trying to find them fucking... Where is it? One of the very early Greek female physicians published an entire thing on the gynecological sciences, and it stood for a good, like, 400 years. Medical history also has a lot to thank for the Jewish and Muslim scientists who were not allowed to dissect corpses.
Hmm. Need to think.
How many of the radiology department? I tried to go back there to take a look. I tried to go back there to take a look at it today, and I just wasn't allowed.
What do you mean you weren't allowed?
They had class in there, and I didn't have a lead apron.
Oh, so sorry. I thought you meant you'd jumped on the server and you weren't allowed to get into the radiology department, and I was
Let me in, bitch!
I was like, what? How does that work?
The X-rays are repelling me.
Yeah, no. This is the radiology department, everybody. Oh, gods. All the half slabs are made using armor stands. It's terrible. Terrifying.
I want to see if I can find the... I can find the thing. Here, I know you're not going to be able to build this in Minecraft, but this is my absolute fucking favorite thing in the radiology department.
Oh, if you ever... Oh, ooh. Okay, I need you to understand that you just told me that I won't be able to build that, right?
It's a circle.
Yeah?
Alright. Go for it. Anyway, you put the thing in the center of it, and then you do a cool fucking spin, and it spins around the thing. Take pictures of it.
Yeah, I think I could actually build that in Minecraft. I think that's possible. Because we have the armor stand manipulation stuff now, so yeah, I think I could.
I love machines. I love machines.
You love machines?
I love machines.
Well, Mr. Cheens.
Machines.
Mr. Cheens?
Mr. and Mrs. Cheens.
Mr. and Mrs. Cheens.
Did you put up my little sign yet?
Yeah, it's right here.
I would like to see it.
Radiology department equipment provided courtesy of Quran Inc.
That's cute. I like that. I think going outside and standing directly in the path of a thunderstorm would fix me.
I think that you think that it would fix you, but I think it would just make you worse.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm getting out of class tomorrow before the fallout comes relevant that I did not share that the test had been changed.
I mean, were you asked to share that the test had been changed?
I was specifically told not to share.
Exactly. So,
But
thusly...
But everyone in that class expects me to be nicey.
You're not required to be nice.
Oh, especially not after what they did to me, but...
I'm so restricted on space in this area. I can't realistically have that machine and the MRI in the same room, can I?
No, the MRI is going to look better too, so just leave the MRI there. It's also more functional. Technically, this is not super functional. It's just kind of mad science fun.
It does look a bit mad science fun, yeah.
I love that you just have to fucking whip it. I love that you just kind of rotate it and fuck it up like a bop it. It's fun to me.
Hmm.
Yeah. Is
Thinking
there,
about Hmm?
can you go back into that room. Lucian, go back into the radiology department.
I'm going.
I'm watching on stream, which is slower, remember? What are those hooks on the wall?
Tripwire hooks.
Yeah, what are they for?
I have no idea. Zen put them there.
Can I make the suggestion that there should be at least one armor stand in this room with iron armor on?
Sure.
Because you need less shielding.
Oh.
Correct, right?
Okay. Yeah. Not sure what iron armor is at the moment. I think it might actually just be iron armor for a change, unlike some of the other stuff. We do have, we have scrubs.
What do you have scrubs?
Yeah. Hold on, let me, put this down here. Okay. And then I shall show you. Down in surgery, operating room 1, in the changing rooms, we have scrubs.
Did you pull them from the skins I showed you, or?
No.
I didn't think so. Oh, look at those! Wait a second. Did you remember the color I told you I was?
No, this is just cyan.
I'm gonna send you a picture. That's my uniform. You made my uniform. It's the exact copy of my uniform. Down to the ID color.
Yeah, the color is 169C9C. It's literally just cyan. The shoes are basically invisible because the shoes are actually on the pants. But, you know.
Dude. Dude.
Hold on, I need to... Yeah, that's basically identical.
Dude. You made my fucking scrubs.
Yeah, you get to wear your work uniform in Minecraft, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, once you have your scrubs on, you can step into the anesthetics section, and then step through to the
Oh, you put some work in
surgery
here.
room.
I didn't get to see the rest of those.
Yeah.
That'll be enough screens. That'll do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Like, we could probably do more, but, you know, I didn't want to clutter the place up too much. We've got a small janitorial...
Potion texture into an IV bag?
Hmm?
Could you turn a single texture potion into an IV bag and then have it hanging an armor stand?
Maybe? What I want to do with the potions is I want to make them all into cans, though. And put them in the vending machines.
Fair enough. One of them's just an IV bag. A bunch of cans, and then you can get Jello shots in an IV bag, I guess.
I still need to finish the recovery wards. We have a surgeon's office down here.
Nice.
We have a waiting room, and we have a bathroom. With hand dryers, which actually look pretty good.
Oh, they do. Nice job.
So
Toilet.
yeah. What?
Toilet.
Yes, there are toilets. I need to finish the recovery wards, but I'm not that fussed
Add it
with
to
them
the
at the
to-do
moment.
list. Add it to the to-do list.
Well, that's just under finish medical. And we're getting
Okay.
there. The main things that need to be done at this point are the recovery wards, and this corridor here, neuroscience and psychology.
Right.
Yay.
I still need to send V your way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So yeah, we need to get neuroscience and psychology done, and then
Yeah. I went ahead and made her a psychologist. Technically a psychiatric doctor, but like a psychologist for Project Kansas as well.
Hmm. Because all the neuroscience stuff is in blue, looks decent. Light blue color.
Just had a really silly image of the fucking units elbowing each other and being like, you get in the MRI machine. No, you get in the MRI.
None of them can get in the MRI machine. That is
I
a
dare you
really
to
bad
get in the MRI
idea.
machine.
Really bad idea. Do not.
Yeah, exactly. It would be very funny, though. You wake back up in processing and it's like, did the machine explode? And it's like, oh yeah, the entire room exploded. And it's like, that's great, thank you.
Oh, God. I mean, they're all, like, androids. So,
Yeah, exactly.
putting them through an
You
MRI
forget I'm a
machine...
chaos god, apparently.
Yeah.
Had somebody call me that yesterday. Chaos god, for fuck's sake. Do I look like some sort of fucking Deadpool fanboy? The funny thing is that I am, but...
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems a bit much to call me a chaos god, that's all.
I mean... Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
What did I do to you? At least the units will be having a blast. Thank you, Lulnable! Someone gets me.
Terrible. Terrible puns.
Oh, yeah? You want to talk
Shut
about
up.
the one that you did earlier?
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm gonna
How
drag
dare
more
you.
puns out of you until you can't stand it anymore.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's gonna be a form of torture. I had a great time.
wow. How rude.
Me? Rude? To you? Never.
Mm.
You just wait until we have to sit down and both play our funny little characters. I'll show you fucking rude.
Ah. We live in a society, everybody.
We do live in a society.
We do.
It's my society. Society has to deal with me, actually. I don't have to deal with society.
Oh, God.
Joker voice, we live in a society. Deadpool voice, that has to deal with me!
Terrible. Terrible.
You love me.
I tolerate you.
Do you? Do you tolerate me? Person who loves to have me on these calls? I didn't really think toleration was part of your menu, Matt.
That's fair. No, I mean, I tolerate specific people, and I like a lot of people. And you are included in that list, I think.
That's because I'm incredibly likable and no one ever hate me because I'm so smart and wonderful and kind and funny.
I
If I don't
know
make jokes
that.
about it, I'll cry.
What?
If I don't make jokes about it, I'll cry.
Yeah, I was. My brain was just like, I am trying to figure out if you're being completely serious about this.
I'm not. I don't have a god complex yet.
Oh, yet.
If I keep getting high grades in these classes and people keep getting jealous, let's I don't know, let's pull the ripcord, see how bad my mental disorders can get.
Oh boy.
The violence inherent in realizing that I'm better than everyone, apparently.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I might as well develop a god complex, man. I'm doing my best.
Hmm.
If I ever start complimenting myself, just know it's sarcastic.
I mean, you're allowed to compliment yourself.
I'm not going to.
That's allowed. That's allowed. You can do that. A little compliment here and there doesn't hurt anybody.
It hurts me.
It hurts you?
It hurts me.
Wow.
I can get correspondence on that. Would you like to hear a person's review?
A person's review.
Yeah, come here, Charlie.
What?
Tell Lucian how I act whenever I get a fucking compliment ever.
You hate it.
I hate it.
You're always like it's not true.
It's not true, and they should shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if I ever compliment myself, I'm being sarcastic.
We'll work on it.
I'm
We'll work.
a trouble animal.
Oh. Just hearing the, we'll work on it.
I'm a trainable animal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Goodness me.
In all seriousness, medical school has given me a degree more confidence that I feel like I've ever had in my fucking life.
I think that's good.
Yeah. It's definitely not bad, but at the same time, you know.
Hmm.
And then I'm over here and it's like, what character did you create for that? And it's like, oh, you know, I'm God.
I'm God. Yeah.
I'm God.
Yeah. I think people should allow... I think people should be allowed to occasionally have their own pocket universe that they can just poke at.
I think it's healthier for you as a person to have a universe that you are obsessed with, that you can rely on to cope in your dying days, but... I might be biased for no reason whatsoever.
I mean, I'm definitely biased on that one.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
my battery is dying!
Your battery's
Sorry.
dying.
Mouse.
F.
Yeah, I need to recharge the cat.
Yeah. Project Kansas has been really good for me, though. I'm happy to have something that's mine again.
Yeah. One of the big things that I've always had with, like, Ghost Industries and all that sort of thing, is when in the early days, basically, I very much was like, oh, I want to make this a project with me and my friends, right? And I quickly came to the realization that while I could make it a project between me and my friends, I had to retain some sort of control over it, because what it essentially ended up with was, here's my world, and then here's all my friends who have gone off and built their own stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, the first few iterations of the world just had massive Star Trek ships all over it that I had no control over. And I felt I was always conscious that because they were my friends, I had a major difficulty in saying no, essentially.
Yeah.
But
you need your personal play space to play in.
Yeah.
And you've realized that.
And I've realized that while this is a world that I want other people to be able to influence, I don't want them to take it over as their own sort of personal creation space, because it is mine to do with as I see fit. And if people take too much of that space for themselves, then it is no longer mine, essentially.
I think you and I share something very similar in terms of that idea. Not because home base was shared did I need to move away from it or anything like that, but more along the lines of when I started Project Kansas, it was always a world for my friends to play in, but under the universe I had created and had control of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the real kind of reality in me not making a explicit Ghost Industries character is the awareness that I want you to play in my space as much as I am willing to play in yours, but still under the idea of one's own influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Light blue carpet? Or...
I'd say light blue.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's one of the big things is, especially with like projects like this, where we have a lot of people around, but we still maintain this sort of creative control at the end of the day. Learning when to say no is a big part of it, I think.
Yeah.
And additionally, learning when what's the word I'm looking for? Teaching yourself to know how to essentially work with someone to bring about an idea that they have in a way that you feel comfortable with.
I don't tend to have a problem with that. Not to like label myself, plays nice with others, but since Project Kansas was originally a TTRPG sort of concept specifically, I really was able to just immediately put my foot down and be like, you can't do that within the context of this world. You can't do that within the context of this world. That's not how this works. Let me give you the different varieties of magic and all of that kind of stuff so that you have context for this. And originally, it was a completely improv project, and now it has become something very intensive because there's been so many avenues that all of my friends have different directions with that still work with what I've done. But I just need to make sure that there's actual support structure in my universe for them. But since Charlie and I spend all of our time creating together, it really wasn't something that was super disruptive for me specifically, just because I'd already created these D&D stories and I'd already created these different things that had people contributing to them. But the original concept there is why I came to you and said essentially like, hey, I have this crazy fucking character that I would like to do a jokey, funny podcast situation with you about. in a way that the two characters can interact on like level same footing, that neither one of us has to contribute a little too much or too less to a project in that kind of way. And then also being able to introduce a character to you and saying, is this something that would feasibly exist within your universe? Can I play in this space?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's they're having trouble formulating my thoughts. This is what I get for being unmedicated. One of the biggest things that I've had to deal with in like years past, where I've had the world up and running, is finding unexpected things, essentially. So,
yeah.
One of the things that I used to find was, like, I'd walk into a section of the facility and there would be an entire new wing that I had never seen before. And sometimes that was really good and really fun because it meant that I could explore parts of the facility that I hadn't built. And that was really nice. And then there were times when it was like, oh, I've found a massive oil rig off the edge of the coast that should not be there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it was always finding a balance between what felt right and what felt like too much, especially when working with other people, I think. At least for me, anyway.
Well, here's to jolly cooperation, because as of tomorrow, I take that last test, and then I can really sit down and say, like, hey, what am I doing with this? What do I want to do with this? What am I going to plan with this?
Woot. Woot woot.
Yeah.
Note note.
I am very serious about either, like, doing funny podcast or something along the lines. Joke comedy in terms of that as much as I can while I have time.
This should be I hate hatred for wires. Hatred for wires.
So rude to me, robot kind.
I like my Bluetooths and stuff. I like my Bluetooths and stuff. And when I don't have my Bluetooths, I am annoyed.
Oh, your mouse? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like having one of the big things about having a Bluetooth headset and stuff is being able to essentially like walk around without having to worry about getting snagged on anything. And I was really happy when I first discovered that I could get Bluetooth headsets and stuff.
They're really nice.
Yeah,
they just feel freeing.
They're really nice because it means that you can move about a space while still being able to listen to people. And hey, if I'm on voice activity, my microphone can pick me up from basically anywhere in my apartment, which it isn't really saying much because my apartment's fucking tiny. But it's really nice because it essentially means that I don't have to worry about like getting snagged on anything. It used to be that I had a headset with like a microphone on that had a like 10-meter cord, which was ridiculous, but it also meant that I could go from the living room to the kitchen and still be able to talk to people. It just also meant that it was very likely that I would trip up my grandmother in the process. So, you know, ups and downs with that one. And I do kind of miss that headset because it was really comfortable, but at the same time, I do not miss the wires. And one of the things that is on my throne wish list, I think, at the moment, is one of those Logitech charging mouse pads. So that I never have to connect my mouse to a wired connection ever again, basically. Because, my god, when there is not enough space on my desk for a wired mouse, basically.
I have gotten away with all of my stuff being mostly Bluetooth. But I'm also lazy and I never use my headset anymore.
I mean, I guess.
Can I have a hug? My husband is here!
Hello. Hi.
Can you give me Apple Tree story?
Yeah, I'll give you a true story.
Thank you. Charlie's helping me do some of the world building.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me shut the door. Baby? Censored commentary. Censored commentary. Do not listen.
What?
If I mention anything about Project Kansas, it has to be. Charlie knows if the door is open, because Charlie will hear me.
I see. But yeah, I was saying something and now I've forgotten.
We were talking about wired connections, but you got distracted off the basis of wired connections by talking about how we allow people to play in the space in the world and why.
No, I think we were talking about...
You were talking about wired connections, and I said I was too lazy to wear my headset, and that's where we stopped.
Yes. Oh, right, yes. So, like, one of the big things about me is I despise not wearing a headset, basically. Like, even when I'm out in public, I'm always wearing in-ear headphones and stuff.
Did you put that on your paperwork?
Yes, I think I did.
Good.
Yes. But essentially, it's basically like... there are two reasons for it. One is, like, the only time I will not wear headphones is when I'm, like... If I'm, like, cooking and I want music in the background, basically. Or if I just want to listen to, like, music in general and not have something over my ears.
I think a contributing factor to mine is the fact that I don't have a good pair of headphones right now.
Yeah, I mean, mine aren't great, but they're not uncomfortable, which is kind of the main thing, you know?
Yeah, I legitimately don't have anything that's, like, even that good, to be completely honest. I'm pretty sure they're, like, a pair of 4-year-olds, like, came with the iPhone headset sort of things. So, not great. While I had surgery, like, I just kept losing things, and my headset is just gone.
Yeah, like, the other, like, major contributing factor to why I wear headphones so much is, when I was growing up, I was not an only child, and...
You need your space. You need your...
I needed my space. Yeah. So, like, a lot of the time, when I was like around, like, I didn't even have my own bedroom, basically.
Yeah.
We had, like, me and my sister shared a bunk bed in the living room because that's the only space we had at the time. And I needed my space, so I had the top bunk And I would have... Back in the day, I had this really shitty Nokia phone, which still probably would have outlasted me if I hadn't lost it at one point.
Yeah. It's just like that.
And it had an FM AM radio on it. So what I'd do is I'd grab one of the thickest books I had, put my headphones in, turn on the radio, like scan for the nearest like music station, and I'd listen to that for like hours. And one of the major things about wearing headphones is that whatever I listened to, it was private to me, essentially. And
I think I've gotten pretty lucky over the course of my life to have been given my own space, but also like in college and stuff like that, when you would have really assumed that I would have had to like roommate up and stuff like that. Most of my roommates left, so I've been living on my own until I moved in with my husband, for the most part. That was very different for me to learn how to do that, as opposed to learning how to live in other people's spaces.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I'd say that most of my life I've lived within other people's spaces. Like, it was always a case of, oh, I'm living with my parents, I'm living with my grandparents, I'm living with my godmother, I'm living in shared accommodation, I'm living with my partner, etc., etc. Where I'm living now is the first time that I have ever been living on my own in a situation where I am in full control of my own housing, essentially.
It's a little stifling, isn't it? It's kind of confusing in a way. And it's not that it's not freeing, that has its own positives.
It has its ups and downs. It has its ups and downs. The privacy and the complete lack of reliance on family or friends is definitely an up. The constant paperwork and bills and all of that sort of thing is definitely a down. The fact that, like, you only have yourself to rely on a lot of the time for not even for like big things, just for like little things, like, oh, I need to go shopping today, and oh, I need to clean this or fix that, etc., etc. And you don't have a parent or a friend to rely on to help you do that. It definitely makes things more difficult, but not in a way that I would be willing to give up, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I definitely went in a different direction when I graduated college and moved in, because I was learning to live in someone else's space for the very first time, but also things weren't being cleaned the way that I wanted them. Or things weren't happening the way that I was used to them happening. Yeah. And it was strange to learn how to adjust with that kind of living situation. And I think we did it well, minus the fact that, like, and Charlie will yell at me for this for the rest of all time, they would come home and the house furniture would be rearranged into an entirely separate configuration, basically every week, because I wasn't happy with it. But it was, you know, a shared living space at that time, but I was just kind of operating under the assumption that, like, it was just going to change because I didn't like it and that kind of thing. So yeah. I definitely had to learn how to live around other people in kind of a reasonable way.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that you have to get used to, I would say. And I'm not sure that I've ever fully I'm not sure that I ever fully got used to living with other people. But
But it's also
also...
so different to be alone.
Hmm?
It's just so different to be alone.
It is. It is. But it's... In some ways, it's a nice difference. And in other ways, it's like, oh... I'm not sure how I feel about this. Sort of different.
Yeah. Well, yours feels like independence and freedom at the exact same time that it feels like being alone, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that it's a lot. And both sides have their merits. But also both sides have their difficulties. And I would say that I will always prefer, at least while I am not in a relationship, I would always prefer living on my own, essentially.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion. Because, like, when me and Zarian were together and when we were living together, it was really nice. And it was enjoyable, and it was, like, we understood how things worked. And yeah, we got into a few, like, arguments over little things. But it was always little things.
That's every relationship.
Yeah.
I think the weirdest part of, like, living with another person for me is, because I do everything. I still do everything. Not a lot of people can, not even Charlie, a big portion of the time can stop me from, like, cleaning the entire house or, like, doing all of the dishes or, like, overworking myself. But recently we've, gone back and forth about the conversation of, like, what do chores look like now that I'm in school and you're working and that kind of thing. And you have to have those conversations in relationships. But the weirdest part for me would be I was doing something, I would be like, oh, and after this I have to go do blank. And I would turn around and Charlie had just done it without asking me. And I had no input on the situation, but it was done. It would be something as small as like, oh, I'm going to go get myself a water after this. And the water would appear beside me. It was, that was the weirdest part for me, that somebody cared enough to do the things that I thought I was going to have to do for myself. Because I'd been so used to living by myself.
Yeah. No, I definitely know what you mean by that. There were times where that was kind of the same for me and Zarian. It would be like making a cup of tea, for example, was always something that, like, kind of just happened.
Yeah, it just happens. You're in a relationship and things just kind of fucking happen around you. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
But yeah, no, I mean...
Hang on, I gotta take this phone call. I'll be right back, okay?
Okie dokie. How are we, chat? How's everybody doing today? I realize that I haven't been paying too much attention to you guys. I apologize. Oh gods, there goes my back. Okay. Yeah, we've been chatting away, and I know that I've kind of not been doing as much as I could be. I'm trying. I'm doing my best to get some stuff done on Ghost Industries stuff, but I am easily distracted, and I'm trying to grind out the last few bits and pieces of medical, so that we can move on from this, essentially. Wow. Feels like it's missing color. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Put some flags down. You are right. We do have a closet full of flags. I might as well pick a few of them for the recovery wards. Let's see. Which one shall we go with? Nama. There we go. That's better. Okay. That should be enough. Hey, there we go. Boards. And invisible item frames. Oh. That is the recovery wards done. I think we're really close to being finished with this, honestly. I think we're really close to being finished with this area. We just have therapy consultations. That. Check. I feel like that should do. Here, I'll make this section a little bigger. Right. here. This is just a waiting room. And we need Eyes of Ender. Complete what are essentially plant pots. Oh. Perfect. That feels much better. This wall is going to be are these movable? I don't think they are. Hold on. I don't think the chiseled bookshelves are movable, but I want to make sure. No, they're not. Okay, that's fine. I guess we'll just use the normal bookshelves in the middle. And then here. Nice big set. Actually, beehive. No. That should do, right? Yes, that should do. So, for those of you who are not aware, one of the major parts of Ghost Industries is our ability to maintain secrets. Yes, secrets indeed. And the big part of that which we sort of keep is memory. Memory is a very important part of secret keeping at Ghost Industries. And because of that, we need a way to control that sort of situation. So, the easiest way to control memory is by having an in-house therapy department. Well, kind of. An in-house therapy department that also extracts and archives memory. So, you know. It works, technically. I think this is going to have to be... This is going to have to be a janitor's closet. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I remember how to build this damned door. I think I do. Putting it into this kind of space is going to be difficult. Oh. Yes. Uh... Oh boy. Okay. Redstone at this time of night is not gonna go well, is it? Oh boy. Maybe I should just make it a one-wide door. One wide, three tall. Oh, that's a bad idea. It's fine, we can change the width of the hallway as it moves. Ah, perfect. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So that needs to be there. Right. Oh, fuck. It's not possible to do something like this. Yes, it is. Okay. That might work. Okay. So now, if we do something like this, yeah, that all retracts accordingly. This is just going to be a tiny, tiny closet. Unless I can figure something else to do with it. Okay. So. This will be... So if we do that... Yes, that functions. Not what I would like, but... Well, technically we only need one of these. But we need it on this side, yes. everything pushes forward. And that. But huh. Interesting. Interesting. What we need is for this to trigger before. Not after. Okay, so in this section we need just I'm gonna trigger the pin above it. I think it will. Ah, redstone. Wait, what? Okay. That cannot be. Ah! Thank you, Lau. If I do this, then this. Okay, that seems to work. So Aha! Well. That seems to work quite well. A lot more compact than my last design, that's for sure. Okay. Just go there. And then an input signal. It's the closing circuit. So what we'll do. Put those there. Have repeaters facing into them. And those repeaters linked up to this. And then we take a comparator output from the middle bookshelf here and wind it down to that redstone line. Secrets behind the walls are always important. Redstone comparator. I've made an advancement. The power of books. Wonderful. Okay, so let's grab some books. At that power. Slot 1. 1 point. Slot 2. Like. Ah, okay, that's quite a lot. Slot 3. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to take a quick bio break. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. To figure out comparators. I'm back to figure out comparators. Let's see. So, that book there. All the way down to there. Okay. Yeah? Barely 2. Okay. There. That's the 1. And here? 3. Okay. Ah, okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Got it. If we do that, still only goes as high as this one. We would fill it up completely. It would only go as high as 1. So its signal strength is when it's full, it's equivalent to the highest empty slot. Interesting. What about like this? 2. Okay. Well. Let's try this then. So, if we do... Oh, okay. Why didn't this side retract? What have I done over there? Ah. No, that's still being weird. Why? Ah, right. I see. I'm being weird. I'm the weird one. Perfect. Okay, so now that that's... okay. Interesting. I am gonna have some fun with these books, apparently. We should take that one out. Then if we put it back in... Yeah, that I am a little confused by that system. But that's fine. That's fine. We have a door. Kind of. I also need breastplate and button. Breastplate and button. And pot. Oh, pot. With a blue orchid. There we go. Match the blue theme. As for this section, we could do that, but it still leaves the mechanism exposed. So maybe what we do here is a small staircase. That's going to have a staircase going down anyway, but well, okay. Quartz stairs and quartz slabs. Do that. No, let's move that forward. Oopsie. Not bad. And we'll put the as I don't know what I want to put on this side here yet. That's decontamination, but this I'm uncertain. Yeah, I'm not sure about this room as of yet. Let's do stone in the walls. Perfect. I suppose should make a landing that would split open into the wider corridor and go down this way, because that corridor is probably going to go down that way and lead to something. I'm not sure what yet. Well, what's the point of making a hidden door if you're just going to have a visible door?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Classmate wanted to gossip.
I have created door.
I noticed. I was watching while I was gossiping.
I'm still trying to figure out bookshelves. Not entirely certain how they work yet. But it's functional.
I do like the look of the new bookshelves a lot, though.
Yeah, I like that they're functional, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's nice.
This door will be an iron door. Because we don't want people coming through here.
So where's this little hidden bookshelf door to lead?
This is going to be memory replacement.
I see.
This is the part of Ghost Industries that is privy to very few, essentially. It is the dangerous part, the part where we extract and replace people's memories so that we don't ever have to risk being exposed to the world.
I am still in the vents, and I am still getting the information in the vents. I hope this helps.
Yeah.
In my heart, I will always be in the vents, even though I am now technically on the visitor list.
In your heart, you'll always be in the vents.
I'll crawl in the vents if I feel like it, you know?
Yeah.
You're gonna be so bothered
Yeah?
in just a day. And in one day and one day alone, you're going to be so harassed. I
Yeah.
promise this to you.
You promise?
I promise. I promise.
Oh dear. Let's do that. But yeah, we have an sort of an exit door to the memory replacement department, and we have the entry door for like when someone gets sent to therapy and the therapist is like, "Oh, no, you need to have that erased." Hmm?
This trauma's too bad, we have to wipe it.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey Naffy, welcome. We are working on the Ghost Industries world, the behind the scenes of the Ghost Industries world. at the moment. Hold on, let me... Fuck, I need to make a way back in. I need to make a way back in!
Director, he's stuck, let's go!
What?
We've contained the director, he's stuck, let's go!
I'm stuck outside.
You're stuck outside, let's go!
I'm like a sopping wet cat just
You're
stuck
a sopping
outside.
wet cat in a cardboard box.
Oh.
Unknowable power! Itty bitty sop wet kitten body!
Pretty much. Oh, goodness me.
I know that I need to name 30 organs for the test tomorrow, but the problem is I've named all of the organs I know. That was why I had to take the call from the classmate, because I don't know any more fucking organs.
We need a piece of terracotta. Yellow glazed. Button. That's redstone dust, you idiot. God.
Stop
fine.
doing drugs! Stop doing drugs!
Yeah?
I don't like that your sticky pistons just look like that, actually.
I need to change the texture.
I
Honestly. I'm not happy
I
with
don't
it.
like that.
Yeah? You don't like the weird blue jelly goop?
I don't like that.
It's weird blue jelly goop, you know?
I don't like that. It's just like a little puddle.
It is, yeah.
Clean up on
Puddle
aisle.
of blue jello.
Clean up on aisle 10.
Those are buttons, not redstone. If I do this, nothing. Why nothing? What happened? What happened?
What happened?
Oh, I see. I fucked up. Usually the case, but you know.
Don't be so down on yourself. You only fuck up sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Don't be so down on yourself, Mr. Director. You only fuck up sometimes.
I feel like I just got spoken to by like a 1950s secretary.
I can do the funny voices too, Magic Man.
Yeah?
I can do the silly funny voices too, Mr. Voice Actor, eh?
Mm-hmm. Huh?
Most of the voices I do are my southern accent that I hide deeply inside me.
Why? Game? What the?
What's happening?
Redstone's being weird.
What's happening?
There we go. That'll do. The combination to get the door to open changes every single time. Nobody knows what it is.
I think that's fun and good, actually, because it implies that you're just fucking knocking people out and then violently shuffling books around.
Pretty much.
I think you should leave it like that.
Okay. We have therapy consultations in here. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in this room. I'm not sure what else needs to be in a neuroscience and psychology wing of a hospital. Yeah.
Can you go back in that room?
What, the empty one?
Yeah, well, the one that we were just in with the bookshelf.
Yeah.
I need to stare it down for a second before I can actually form the words with my mouth, because I don't want to... Okay, this is the therapy room, or this is the room...
Well, this is like the therapy consultation room. This is like where the doctors would be, like, you know.
We don't really have therapy consultation rooms in America, as far as I have been aware. But this is the room where you would get got, technically.
Yeah.
There's no chair?
Yeah. There's no... Guess I could.
There's nowhere to... There's nowhere to have a body.
There's nowhere to have a body.
There's nowhere to have a body.
Let me, Banner. Want your banner. Fine. Fine. There we go. Chair. Chairs.
Okay.
Hey. What should the name of the therapy dude be?
You want me to give you a doctor name?
I want you to give me a good therapy pun.
therapy.
I don't know.
Okay, give me 10 seconds.
Because, like, the head
haven't-
of maintenance and janitorial was named by Zen, and they're, Mr. Jan Knitter.
Yeah, give me just a second. I know I have a very specific. Yeah, their name needs to be Dr. Chase something.
Mm-hmm.
As in Chase Lounge, the psychiatrist couch. Chase, right? And then, why not Dr. Chase Carroll? As in falling down the rabbit hole.
I mean, I did just call them Dr. Chase Long, so...
Make it a little less obvious and remove the I so it's just Chase
Fair enough.
and not
Dr.
Chase.
Chase Long.
His husband is a Swedish man and it's named after an IKEA chair.
Dr. Chase Long, psychotherapy. Okay. One empty room left. And then maybe a little bit of decoration here and there.
Kitty. It's kitty time.
Kitty?
Yeah, it's kitty time. She's here.
Asha!
You want dinner? Come on.
I hope everybody was graced. I hope everybody's ears were graced by the sound of Pasha meowing.
Whew. That was cute.
Pasha. We could hear the meows through the microphone.
She's baby. She's so fucking loud. That was all the way over at my door.
Yeah. She wasn't that loud, but we could
She's
just
fucking
about
loud.
hear her.
She's fucking loud.
Okay. One more room. One more room. And then the entire, like, neuroscience department. But that's a completely different situation.
If you give me a little bit of time to talk to V about neuroscience and the stuff that he's into, I could probably give you a little bit like of a overview situation on that kind of stuff, but
I mean,
I'm not the one who focuses on the mental stuff.
with the neuroscience stuff, it's more of a... It's a lot more science fiction than fact in that
Yeah.
sort of area, because it's like, oh yeah, no, we extract memories and replace them, and we alter them according to specific
Yes,
things.
correct. V has been doing physical research on memory processing and engagement for her own purposes, which might prove helpful to you.
Perhaps.
You don't have to talk to him, but
No. My main point, my main thought is, any of the machinery is just gonna be blocks. So
yeah, that yeah.
It's
It's less about the machinery and more about, like, I could probably hand you kind of an actual dissertation on which parts of the brain they would be targeting, so that you have that information for your lore.
maybe. That might be helpful. I'm thinking about what needs, what requires. Ah, water.
Wet.
Wet. Yes. Well, that's what's gonna go down here, Lal. That's what's going behind this door. This is just like therapy in general. Maybe this could be group therapy. I think I'll put in the same blue carpet that's in the other room. It's a nice warm blue.
$6.42.
Please, no group therapy. The memories are coming back. I think we might need a group therapy room. I think that's what this is gonna be. I'm sorry, guys.
Disgusting.
It's fine. It's gonna have lots of plants in it. You know, because that makes everything better.
I wonder if I can just... Because I know her notes are somewhere in this. Let me see if I can just find them.
I'll just have a poster in here that just has the hang in there cat on it.
Thank you. That would be appreciated. I think that's necessary.
What, in group therapy?
You have to look at something that is not the faces of the people you want to kill.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I have her notes. They're dense.
Thick.
Yeah, they're fucking thick. Perhaps even sexually so. Thick with medical terminology. Here's my idea. What if we start beyond the pale with this? What if we start beyond the pale with exploration of memory department and agreement to work together on stimulating the brain to specifically work within the cognitive function of memory?
I mean, maybe we could. Though the memory department for Ghost Industries has been here as long as, like, Ghost Industries itself.
Yeah, more of a
So-
conversation about how the two like sides handle the situation.
Yeah,
Like I'm gonna
good.
give you the documentation and the lore and all that kind of stuff, and then we just go through it together as if you're having a conversation with somebody about it.
Yeah, we could. It is an option.
Yeah. Reminder, you did say earlier that you were gotten a lot better at saying no.
I'm not saying no, though.
Alright, let's see here.
There are many avenues that we could go down. Exploration of this one is just one of them. I'm also half distracted going, is there anything else I need to do, or can I color the sign green?
I color the sign green.
You know?
Please!
I think we're pretty much done. I think medical is pretty much finished. Like, there's the entire neuroscience department, but that's, like, locked behind hidden doors, so I'm not that fussed about it yet. Finish medical redesign. Complete.
And how long?
Yay!
How long did
One
you
more sign has been painted green.
Hi, baby. Welcome
We
back.
still need to put posters, but like the posters are part of a completely different thing, so you know.
Yeah.
We'll get there eventually.
Add that you need to do posters to the thing over here if you can.
Hmm?
Go ahead and just add that you need to finish the posters. The group therapy room we had over here had a creepy clown poster with a sign, "You're never fully dressed without a smile." We had pictures of puppies.
Yeah, we do have make inspirational / work safety posters. That is on there.
Oh. Perfect. Here, hang on. Let me just...
Meow.
I thought she was going to yell more, but she's just in my arms and purring now. You want to scream? You want to scream for YouTube? You want to scream for Twitch? You want to howl like a little banshee? You're just going to purr really hard. Okay. Mwah. Okay. Get out of here.
Dusty dibs the construction of the observatories and stellar magic stuff.
Okay.
So I'm like, I shall leave it for now. But if nothing happens, I shall start to build.
Give them a little bit of space to do it.
Yeah, no, I will. I need an elevator, though. Or rather, I need to make sure that the elevator goes up further than... God, the elevator is so long, Aluka.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes so long to get from the bottom to the top on just the elevator system.
You heard a cat, you have been summoned. Yeah, that's my baby Pasha. That's my sweet little girl Pasha. She's very fat and large. Just jump down the whole fucking thing. I want to see you
I just did.
Yeah. I feel like this is like hypnosis.
Oh. It doesn't take too long to go down. Going up is a completely different matter.
Well, that's a problem for another day.
Is it?
Certainly aren't fixing her right now, are you?
Probably not. I mean,
Yeah. I know you took your bio break, but you've had some water and you're good
I
on
have.
food.
Yeah.
How
I've
long
had
do you want
water.
stream to take? Because we're at 3 hours.
I think, considering I did say we'd finish medical, and I have finished medical, I think this is a good point to end it. So yeah, we're gonna call it for the evening, everybody. We've had a bit of Pasha, we've had a bit of Aluka, we've had a bit of medical, we've had a lot
But
of
more
medical.
importantly, we've had a little bit of me.
Yeah, I did say we've had a little bit of Aluka.
Me.
Me. But yeah, we're going to call it for the evening. Thank you all very much for joining us, everybody. We're gonna go and raid a directed energy who's currently doing some space engineers. Thank you all very much for joining us, everybody.
If you come back to this channel every Thursday, there will be a cat for you. I hope this helps. I'm making promises I can't keep.
Yes, you are. I don't even know if we'll be doing Ghost Industries next Thursday. We probably will.
You'll
It's
never let
very
it go.
likely.
motherfucker. You'll never escape. This is you forever.
Yeah, this is me forever. Yeah. I'll be back on Sunday for some Jedi Fallen Order. Maybe I'll do a random stream before then. Who knows? Thank you all very much for joining us, everybody. Have a very good evening, everyone, and a very good night, and we shall see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.
You have escaped.